The Midnight Drive. The night was thick with darkness, enveloping the world in a shroud of eerie silence. The moon, a pale sliver, offered only a faint glimmer to the lonely driver as he ventured into the abyss of the midnight hour. Thomas was his name, a middle-aged man, haunted by memories of a tragic past. He was a loner, seeking solace in the solitude of long drives, but little did he know that this night would be like no other. The road stretched out before him, a sinuous ribbon that seemed to vanish into the blackness beyond. The only sound that accompanied him was the monotonous hum of the engine and the occasional rustle of leaves disturbed by the wind. The old car's headlights struggled to penetrate the darkness, casting ominous shadows that danced like phantoms on the periphery. Thomas tried to shake off the unease that gnawed at him. "It's just the darkness playing tricks on my mind," he reassured himself. But the unease persisted like a nagging whisper in his ear. As he continued driving, he noticed a dim light flickering in the distance. His heart skipped a beat, wondering what could be out there in the dead of night. Nevertheless, curiosity compelled him forward, his foot pressing harder on the accelerator. As he drew closer, the flickering light revealed itself to be an old abandoned house, standing as a ghostly sentinel by the roadside. Despite the chill in the air, beads of sweat formed on Thomas's brow. He couldn't explain why, but an inexplicable force seemed to pull him towards that forsaken house. He parked the car by the roadside and stepped out, his breath forming misty clouds before him. The house loomed before him like a malevolent specter, its windows boarded up as if hiding some dark secret. "What am I doing here?" Thomas wondered aloud, his voice shaky with fear. "I should leave, right now." But something held him in place, an intangible force that rooted him to the spot. A soft whisper seemed to emanate from within the house, luring him closer. "Come in, Thomas, come in." His name on the lips of an unseen presence sent shivers down his spine. He took a hesitant step towards the front door, which creaked open as if inviting him inside. Against his better judgment, Thomas crossed the threshold, and the door slammed shut behind him, leaving him in complete darkness. His heart pounded like a drum as he fumbled for his phone, hoping for a flicker of light. Just then, the dim light he had seen from afar flickered to life within the house, illuminating the way forward. It revealed decaying walls, cobwebs hanging like tattered curtains, and dust-coated furniture frozen in time. "Who's there?" Thomas called out, his voice echoing through the desolate halls. No response, only the unsettling sound of footsteps echoing his own. He followed the mysterious light, unable to resist its pull, as if guided by an unseen hand. The light led him to a room, the door ajar. Inside, he saw a chilling sight, an old family portrait adorned the wall. In it, he recognized himself, wearing clothes he didn't own, standing beside a woman he had never met, and 2 children he had never fathered. "This can't be real," he mumbled in disbelief. But the photograph was undeniable evidence, as if mocking his very existence. Suddenly, a haunting melody filled the air. A sad tune played on a long-forgotten piano. Thomas turned, and to his horror, he saw the woman from the portrait playing the keys. Her eyes, empty and lifeless, locked onto his, and her lips moved in sync with the melody, though she uttered not a word. Thomas stumbled back in terror, his mind reeling with confusion and dread. He tried to flee, but the house seemed to stretch and twist, trapping him in its nightmarish grasp. He was trapped in a past that wasn't his, surrounded by memories that belonged to someone else. The night seemed endless, a cycle of torment, until the first light of dawn broke through the windows, banishing the darkness that held him captive. The house was empty once more, and Thomas found himself standing outside, the morning sun warming his cold, trembling body. Was it a dream? A hallucination? Thomas couldn't be sure. All he knew was that he had experienced something otherworldly, something that had shattered the boundaries of reality. From that day forward, He vowed never to drive alone in the middle of the night again, for fear of what haunting secrets the darkness might unveil. And so, the memory of that fateful midnight drive would forever linger, etched in his soul like a scar that could never heal.